Hey, America. This is Jeff, one American at large. Hey, this guy right here, Ted Lieu, man, we'll just let this speak for itself. I ain't made no videos in a while, but this right here caught my attention. And this just right here, man, is, what? Here we go.
Democrat support in order to keep the government to fund the government. So that's the answer to your question.
They can pass any legislation they want without needing Democratic votes.
Bullshit.
We need to at least start an investigation because the President of the United States is committing obstruction of justice in plain view. He's launched a series of desperate sounding unhinged tweets this morning. And to me, that is not only wildly inappropriate, it shows consciousness of guilt, which is what would a...
Hey, let me take y'all back here. There's something, it's very important, and this is going to let you know where this guy's mindset is. So I skipped over a whole bunch because it was all just nonsense, but check this out. This right here is about free speech and how this guy feels about it.
Speech. The First Amendment prevents me from doing so. And that I would love to be able to regulate the content of speech.
I would love to regulate the contents of speech.
Amendment prevents me from doing so. And that's simply a function of the First Amendment.
Do you hear that? This guy is in the Congress and he would love to regulate free speech. Are you serious? Why don't we have people in the Congress that want to stand up for free speech? What is going on? Okay, so let me jump way back ahead because this is all a bunch of nonsense up until...
But let's just take a step back. Either you've got to believe that multiple Trump officials just happen to all be lying about one topic, Russia, and it's all a coincidence, or something very bad happened last year.
Okay, which we now know is all, the whole thing was a hoax. We know that now.
Chairman Devin Nunes and Donald Trump are intentionally trying to mislead the American public. That a senior Trump advisor who was directed to contact Stone, that was directed phrase was not necessary. And I think it's very interesting that Mueller included it because it sends a signal that there's someone pretty high up that was in on this collusion. We have a problem here in America. Our president lies pathologically. He has a staff lie pathologically, and then he attacks the free press, he attacks the judiciary, and this is what starts authoritarianism. We know that President Trump is basically lying about this. That's what Comey is going to testify to next week. Or it may be the greatest political crime in history. And that's why I'm so pleased that a special counsel has been investigated to see, in fact, what has happened. Let me say that we no longer just have smoke. We have a raging 10-alarm fire at the White House.
Let's see what this guy, see how he feels about NBC News. Check this out. This is, I couldn't believe this. Check this out.
To stop lying and making stuff up.
You're opposing fake news and alternative facts. How do you conceive of that working?
We just want to raise the issue. The best way to oppose fake news is for people to watch outlets like MSNBC, where you report real news all the time. And keep in mind, the president is scared that people will watch MSNBC, so you must be doing something right. Thanks for speaking truth to power.
Can you believe that? This dude, a congressman, is saying, listen, you know what? If this just gets out to a few people, then I'm cool with it. Okay, so let's go to the end. This dude right here, he tries to pick a little sauce with Candace Owen, and she puts him in check. And this is, I want you all to see this. Check it out.
Do the talking. So I'm going to play for you. Gets to select its own. Will be facing a federal indictment and a criminal trial. But I don't think this investigation is going to end anytime. Of all the people that Republicans could have selected, they picked Candace Owens. I don't know Miss Owens. I'm not going to characterize her. I'm going to let her own words do the talking. So I'm going to play for you the first 30 seconds of a statement she made about Adolf Hitler.
I agree. I actually don't have any problems at all with the word nationalism. I think that it gets, the definition gets poisoned by elitists that actually want globalism. Globalism is what I don't want. So when you think about, whenever we say nationalism, the first thing people think about, at least in America, is Hitler. he was a National Socialist. But if Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. Problem is that he had dreams outside of Germany. He wanted to globalize. He wanted everybody to be German, everybody to be speaking German.
Kind of like George Bush did when he got up and said, New World Order. Yeah.
Would you like time to respond to that?
Yes, I think it's pretty apparent that Mr. Lieu believes that Black people are stupid and will not pursue the full clip in its entirety. He purposely presented an extracted clip.
The witness will suspend for a moment. It is not proper to refer disparagingly or to a member of the committee. The witness will not do that again. Witness may continue.
Sure, even though I was called despicable.
Okay, now right here, pay attention right here, because she says, even though I was called despicable, that guy wasn't even listening to her, didn't hear what he said, and you can actually hear somebody else explaining to that congressman what she actually said. I can't believe we have people like this that are in charge, running the country. My God. Listen, check this out. You'll hear somebody else explaining to him, that's not what she said.
Witness may not refer to a member of the committee as stupid.
I didn't refer to him as stupid. That's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. You didn't listen to what I said.
See, you can hear this guy right here. He's telling him that's not what she said, and he just flips his hands up like, oh well, I'm the. Oh man, these people.
May I continue?
Please.
Okay, now let's watch that over again.
He is stupid.
I didn't refer to him as stupid. That's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. You didn't listen to what I said. May I continue?
Please.
As I said, he is assuming that Black people will not go pursue the full 2-hour clip. And he purposefully he cut off, and you didn't hear the question that was asked of me. He's trying to present as if I was launching a defense of Hitler in Germany, when in fact, the question that was asked of me was pertaining to whether or not I believed that Hitler was
look at this guy. How much more arrogant can you be than this man right here? And we pay him to do this job, and look at him. Man, these people they're supposed to represent us, and let's see how he treats the people that he is supposed to represent.
Whether or not I believed in nationalism, and that nationalism was bad. And what I responded to was that I do not believe that we should be characterizing Hitler as a nationalist. He was a homicidal, psychopathic maniac that killed his own people. A nationalist would not kill their own people. That is exactly what I was referring to in the clip, and he purposely wanted to give you a cut-up similar to what they do to Donald Trump to create a different narrative. That was unbelievably dishonest, and he did not allow me to respond to it, which is worrisome and should tell you a lot about where people are today in terms of trying to drum up narratives. By the way, I would like to also add that I work for Prager University, which is run by an Orthodox Jew, and a single Democrat showed up to the embassy opening in Jerusalem. I sat on a plane for 18 hours to make sure that I was there. I'm deeply offended by the insinuation of revealing that clip without the question that was asked of me.
Thanks, Mrs. Owens, and I yield.
You, Mr. Ted Lieu, have just been put in check. That's all I got for this, because Republican their Democrat meltdown. I'm a Republican. I'm not on the Democrat plantation, none of that. But it's still sad to watch the Democrats melt down. Look at the look in the arrogance in this guy's face, man. It's just, and we pay these people, man. We're the ones that are paying them. Are you kidding? Yeah. Anyway, America, if only a couple people see this, then that's all good. And I do everything for free, because I believe that truth is free. So I don't have a PayPal, none of that, and I just want America to be America, represented by Americans, not anti-Americans like this. All right, America is what American Lord. All right, I'm signing off.